international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends. Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends. Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of our weekly broadcast, Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. I am your host, Dr. Sandy Sanders, and it is super exciting to be with you on tonight. We have an amazing author, as well as one of our sponsors of the Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy platform podcast, where we are powered by CTR Media Network. We're heard in over 350 million viewers worldwide in over 100 countries globally. So listen, I know that you are ready. We are ready. We're super excited to have the phenomenal, Pastor Dr. Paulette Harper. Listen, she is no stranger to our platform. Yes, we're super excited that she is with us on tonight. And what can I say? She brought some amazing women with her as well. Coffee Conversation is a platform, as you all know, we host authors, anthology book projects, and most of all, I say that it is for you. Why do I say that? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. This year, you all, we're very excited to be able to come to you in our year 7. Yes, year number 7. So listen, we're kicking it off. This is our year of faith. We're walking by faith and not by sight. We are truly doing this thing by faith. And so listen, we are going to plan some great things for you this year. Have some amazing authors that will be gracing our stage. And he's sitting with me at this virtual table. Okay, that's what it's all about. So tonight, we are going to be talking with the ladies that are part of this amazing book compiled by the award-winning author, visionary author. She's a publisher. There's so much to Dr. Paulette. Listen, as we know, just who she is, and I'll be sharing a little bit about her bio in just a few moments. But I want you to just share this out, get it shared out, invite some people on in, share it out what I tell y'all. Put it on your head, put it on your post-it note, put it on the refrigerator. But we are going to be talking with the ladies. The book is entitled "When She Finally Let Go." These are real stories, real breakthrough, real change. And so after our introduction, one more time, we will be, rolling back the curtain. And yes, we will have, and let's get around the table, grab something to cool your thirst, something to drink. I'm not drinking coffee tonight, you all. I'm not tonight. But listen, I want you to go ahead and share this out with your audience. And without further ado, we will be putting on these amazing authors tonight. All right, so come on, go ahead and check it out. I'll be right back with you, and stay tuned for another great episode, of Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. All right, we'll be right back. Yes, we will. Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation aimed to empower, encourage, inspire all that listen. So welcome to our show, Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends. Yes, and there they are. Hey, Pastor Paulette, how are you? Listen, and you brought some friends with you.
I did. I did. Hey, Dr. Sandy, how are you doing? I'm doing
Mm,
well. Thank you so much.
yeah, so good to see you again. So good to see you. Happy New Year. Thank you for being one of the many authors that are coming through to help us kick off year 7. I so appreciate it. And what a book. What a great book that we're going to be talking about. But thank you so much for coming through. Listen, it looks like this book here, you've got how many ladies are in this particular book that we're talking about? Because you've got quite a few books, but this one here.
Yeah, so there's six ladies that are in this book here,
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh.
so there's a couple of ladies who are out ill tonight, and I want to say hello to them and recognize them,
Yeah,
Laura, and then also Lisa Richmond. And so yeah, these ladies here, they did it. I'm extremely proud of them,
yeah.
and they rose to the occasion. Yeah, so I'm excited to bring them on the platform to share their story.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad that you came on, and we're going to hear about this amazing, amazing book. You all, it was released. This book here was released in November. It was
It was
released.
released, yeah, it was released in November, and
And so you're on a
um,
tour now. Yeah, kicking off a tour.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah, we did our book release, and so today we're really celebrating their great achievement, and then also, just really wanted to provide a platform for these ladies to embrace,
yeah.
what God has done through them and in them, with this book as well.
I love it. I love it. This book is called, you all, those in the audience, When She Finally Let Go. We're going to talk about some real stories tonight. These ladies are not holding back. They're going to share their story, and this is a safe space. Super excited. And most of all, you all, we would need, as I tell you, is mostly for you. Why? Because you're looking for a good book to read, right? And so we do want to put this book in your hand. We're going to be sharing where you can pick this book up and order it. But listen, I want you all to just meet our visionary author tonight, the amazing Pastor Dr. Paulette Harper. She is an award-winning author. She's an executive publishing mentor. She's a life coach and transformational speaker dedicated to empowering lives through what? Faith, storytelling, and personal growth. We'll be talking more about what she does for others in the literary world. Dr. Paulette and I think we've been kind of walking this journey together since COVID. That's how far her and I go back in the
Yeah.
virtual. We've yet to meet each other in person, but it's as if we don't miss a beat. God is just faithful, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He really is.
Yes, and I'm so thankful that you find us, and we hope to be good stewards of what you provide to us as your sponsorship and all the work that you do in the literary world. We're humble and we're grateful. We don't take it for granted. Well, listen, we're going to hit off with a word of prayer, and before we get into the conversation, that's what we do. You all know, because this is my first fruit to the Lord. All right, and so when I didn't know how to when I became an author, didn't know what to do or how to get it out. This is where the birthing of Coffee Conversation came all about. So listen, Dr. Haynes, you ready? You want to come on, open us up with a word of prayer? Lady Carol, you ready for me?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, come on. Let's
Okay.
go ahead and Dr. Haynes, and let's open up with a word of prayer, and then we will get our conversation started.
All right, dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this gathering, and God bless each author, and let our word be a blessing to everyone that is listening. And we want to be doers of your word. With this, we pray. Amen.
There we go. I feel like I'm on mute there a little bit. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for opening up in word of prayer. We do want to say hello to our who we are sponsored, not sponsored by, but our network, AP phenomenal. Yes. Dr. Tina J. Ramsey is in with us. Thank you, Dr. Tina, for coming through and saying hello. I certainly appreciate. And so in our audience, we see some shares going on. And yes, thank you all for watching. I'm going to go ahead and start up with Lady Carol as I see her up here and on my screen here. Come on and say hello to us if you will. And how you doing, beautiful?
Thank you. I am so happy to be in this space with you, Dr. Sandy and Dr. Harper. As she said, and my co-authors. I'm Carol Williams Hayes. I reside in Rockledge, Florida, and I am a retired Air Force. You might say I'm jack of all trades, and I would like to say, hopefully, that I'm masters in some of them. I am currently in a position as a therapist here in Florida, getting my clinical hours. But one of my servant leadership roles has been serving in the military, in the Air Force for 24 years. And another role, I am a mother of 4 young adults, and of all the positions that I've ever had, being their mother has been a God-given gift and an honor to serve. So thank you and welcome. I'm so happy to be here tonight.
I love it. Thank you. And I love how you wrapped it up because we love our children and we love them grandbabies. Okay. All right. I love it. All of the books and all of that. Yes, they're fantastic, but it's nothing like them babies. Yes, indeed. And we have Lady Lisa Council. Come on. Yeah. Learn that she's a fellow podcaster also. Come on, lady, and share with us if you will.
Oh, I'm just so blessed to be here on this evening. Thank you, Dr. Sandy. Thank you, Dr. Harper. And thank you to each of my co-authors. This has just been a blessing. My name is Lisa Council. I am a certified domestic violence counselor. I am also a student pursuing a degree in criminal justice. I am a mom of a wonderful daughter. God has just tremendously blessed me. I am a multi-time author, and I also am a federal government employee. So I'm just extremely blessed and grateful to be here with you all this evening.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I know that she's been a podcaster and had that microphone in her hand. She's on the other side. It's nothing. Does it feel funny?
It does feel funny. It certainly does.
I want to make you feel comfortable. I know when you're interviewing others, it's like, okay, well, now you can sit back, relax, and talk about you tonight. All right. And we have the phenomenal, yes, we do. I see her on the screen, Dr. Leanne Carice Hendricks. Come on. And Hendrick, excuse me. Come on and say hello to us, if you will.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for having me, Miss Sandy. Thank you, Dr. Paulette Harper, for including me in this wonderful anthology. My name is Dr. Leanne Carice Hendrick. I am a mother of 5, a grandmother of 10. I know, I don't look it. I'm also a domestic violence advocate. I am the owner and founder of an organization called Beyond the Call. And my organization basically provides hope for everyone. And not to mention that I am a previous author. And if I wanted to shine the spotlight on just one thing about me, is which matters the most, is that I'm a servant of the Most High God. Thank you.
Yes, there's nothing like it. Yes, I love it that we share a faith. And that's what I love. That's what I love. Thank you for doing that. And finally, yes, we have Dr. Jillian Hayes, if you will. Come on and say hello to us, if you will.
Hi, my name is Dr. Joanne Hayes. I reside in Latson, South Carolina. I am I'm the manager and system control manager for a municipal court. Hopefully another year I can retire. I am the mother of 4, and I have 1 grandbaby who's my heart. And This is my fifth anthology, and I am so appreciative for you all to have me on your platform. Thanks to Dr. Paulette for keeping me on track, and I appreciate everyone, and thanks to my co-authors.
Absolutely. Well, we're thankful. I'm very thankful to meet each and every one of you all, ladies. Listen, we've got some great big support out there. We've got the phenomenal, yes, Dr. Dorothy P. Wilson, who is a publisher, author, speaker, global speaker right there on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. She coming through to say hello, and she said she shared it out. So listen, you all have got people from looking. Yes, so listen, Dr. Paulette, listen, that's how they do. They come to support you. Okay, they know that you're going to be on here. So listen, what we're going to do, you all, as I mentioned, is that this book here. So Dr. Paulette, we're going to start at how this book came about. Again, there's books that you have, pushed out with purpose, of course. This book here, you went toward the woman. And when she finally let go, this book here, you all, just to give you a kind of little bit backdrop on it. And of course, you can find this book on Amazon. But when she finally let go is more than an anthology. It's a movement. It's a movement for women, of women who choose healing over hiding, surrender over striving, and faith over fear. I love it. Each chapter that these ladies are going to talk about tonight carries the heartbeat of a woman who made the courageous decision to release what was once defining her. And in doing so, she discovered the God who restored, who renews, and redeems. These stories, yes, they're raw and real and redemptive. They remind us of letting go isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sacred art and an act of trust. So when these stories are released, when we release what was never meant to be ours to carry, I love that. And what we do, we make room for God to do what only He can do, to transform our pain into purpose and our wounds into wisdom. Come on, Dr. Paulette. Again, welcome. Let's unpack this a little bit. Where did this thought, or where did this come from to get that message out, to let women share about letting go when she let go?
Yeah. So thank you once again, Dr. Sandy, for having us on. So this book, When She Finally Let Go, for women, we carry a lot of weight. And so it really does come at a point where we have to decide that it's either us, and that we have to, make sure that we want to release whatever has been holding us, captive. And so even in my own writing this book, I had this chapter, I had to think about what was it in my own life that I had to release, and sometimes we hold on to things that we know we need to release, but we hold on to it for whatever reason, And so this book came about really wanting to be able to share these kind of raw stories with other women, just really to let them know that it's okay to let go. It's okay to let go of something that doesn't serve you anymore. It's okay to let go of some insecurities and some bondages and some bags that we've been holding on for years. And when we really think about letting go, it could be letting go of, some grief and some loss and even some ideas and some, setbacks that we've been, just kind of, mulling over for years and years, but really giving women the freedom and the opportunity to say, yeah, I need to let this go because, there's something else that God wants, to do in and through in my life. And so this book here is for that reason. So women can really read and release and receive really what God has for them.
Yes. And so in that space where there's been something that has been there that has not served us well, or it served its season. And so letting go, This book is profound because, and even before we really get into the conversation, I think each as a woman, what you think, Lady Carol, is that we've had to let go of some stuff. You know, especially, you know, I kind of jokingly talk about, yeah, the love of our children, but we have to let them go over into the Lord's hand, especially when they become adults. Because we want a child and we want a parent, we want to parent them. But there comes a season that our parenting has to say, Carol, Lisa, I thought you was going to say, yes, Lord, I know. When I saw the hand go up, I said, she can relate. But ladies, letting go. And you have written your portion in the book. And we are going to be talking about that tonight. I would like to start with you, Carol. We're not about your chapter yet, but I simply have a question. What does finally letting go mean spiritually and practically? Two questions. And ladies, I want you to think about this. The letting go. And audience, thank you all for being here. I want you all to engage with us today. I'm asking a general question. What does finally letting go mean spiritually and practically? And Carol, I'll start with you.
Oh my God. Spiritually, I have to say, let me say this real quick, because I have been reinventing myself all my life, and I keep continuing to do it as I grow. And the re-word, when I wrote my chapter, Dr. Harper sent it back to me. She said it's a total rewrite, Carol. And I say, there's that re-word again. So I had to rewrite my chapter and get it to her in 2 days. But nothing's wrong with the re. So spiritually, I realized in my season that it's always been God. Our steps are ordered. And I was trying to drive the seat. I was trying to control everything. And I have finally, honestly, writing my chapter, I was still letting things go. I wasn't one and done. I was letting things go as I was writing my chapter. So spiritually, He's the pilot of my life. Before, yes, I've always been spiritual, but I can also say He is definitely driving the seat of my life. So that's where I'm at by letting things go. I can't control everything. Carol is a control person. I have that personality, but I have to let that go. Now, on the other flips of it, doing that, my physical health has changed. When you hanging on to a lot of trying to control this, that, and other careers, and you can't control people, but you think you can, and all. When you let all of that go and realize what they say, let go and let God, it just changes things. You can breathe easier. My physical health, my blood pressure has changed. So it's a physical known fact that sometimes when we let things just go, our physical health becomes better too. So I hope I answer your question, but that is my point on the spiritual and on the other realm as well. Now I'm
Dr. Sandy.
I'm on mute. I apologize. I'm sorry. I was on mute. I'm so sorry about that, y'all. I was just listening and talking. But yes, that's powerful what you said about the letting go. I was blessed by your testimony and the fact of the rewriting and how you were letting go as you went. And so it reminds us of that scripture that says, and they were healed as they went, and the lepers as they went. So our healing, Dr. Paulette, there's a healing in our writing. And I know from you doing as much as you've been doing and all the years that the testimonies of individuals, when the project is over, when it's all done, it's left on the page. It's no longer in us. That's letting go. That's good. That is good, Lady Carol. I appreciate that. Dr. Joanne, come on. Same question with you. Same question. What does finally letting go do for you? Or what does that mean, both spiritually and naturally?
Spiritually, it's wherein I finally realized we use our words and we say we're going to let God be in control, but actually we let go, we pull it back, we let go, we pull it back. For me, writing this chapter, like Sister Carol said, I found I was actually letting go and realizing that God has my back. And once I did, like Sister Carol, my health, I suffered from anxiety. At one point in my life, early on, when I said I let go and I didn't, I had Bell's palsy. And so it's like, I've realized that keeping all that stuff inside, it wasn't doing me any good. And so when I finally wrote this chapter, it was a big relief. It honestly was, and I just pray that it helps someone else.
Yes, absolutely. And we look forward to you writing your chapter, or you're hearing your chapter, reading your chapter. One more time, one more individual, and then we're going to actually hear from our sponsor, and then we will start letting these ladies, you all, share about their portion of the book. And I'm actually going to go over to Dr. Leanne, if you will. Same question.
Letting go. I would say I'm a piggyback off of my other two co-writers in reference to the health aspect. Letting go, it has created a sense of calmness and peace within myself. Of course, sometimes we're emotional eaters and we pick up these bad habits when we're stressed. So letting go definitely has eliminated a lot of that, and even the frustration that was behind it. And from a biblical standpoint, well, God, for one, teaches us that we must lay down our lives so that he can use us. And it's hard to avail yourself. I remember when I gave my life to the Lord, one of the first things I was taught from God was to release it. And even though I was taught that, I still, tried to do it on my own and hold on to a lot of things. But I realized the only way that God could use me to the fullness was for me to release all of those things that I felt like I needed to hold on to. And once I was able to release those things without the guilt and the shame, it wasn't until then that God was able to use me the way that he needed to be able to use me. And now I'm free, I'm not bound. I'm free. That old song we used to hear in church, I'm free. Praise the Lord, I'm free. No longer bound. So when you let it go, that's what you feel like. You release the shackles. I'm free. I'm free to be everything that God has for me to be.
I love it. I love it. Yes, ma'am, indeed. That song, yes. Thank God I'm free. And I know that, and there's a lyric to it, you right. And when you experience the freedom of the Lord, there's nothing like it. There is nothing like it. And as they say, I can tell on my own self. And I don't have to worry about what other people say, but I can tell on myself. But tell the goodness of the Lord, Dr. Paulette, that what he has done in our life, what he has done for us, what he's done for you, what he's done for me. That's our testimony, and I love it. Before we go into our infomercial, I do want Lisa, question for you. This is a little bit different for you. Okay. What do you want the readers? And I want you to think about it, not answer that because we're going to go into our infomercial. Okay. But the question is, what do you want the readers to experience by reading your chapter? All right. And I want you to think about that. At this time, we're going to hear from our sponsor on tonight, which is, Dr. Paulette Harper and her publishing company. And so at this time, and she also is a storytelling coach. And so at this time, we are going to hear from Dr. Paulette Harper. One moment. And let's hear from our sponsor.
Are you dreaming of becoming an entrepreneur?
All right. Yes. Are you looking to be a writer and author and to tell your story one book at a time? And here is your opportunity. Recipe formula collaboration. We are with you each step Paulette Harper, CEO and certified storytelling coach. That is our sponsor, and I do want to thank her for continuing to be one of our sponsors. At this time, yes, we are going to hear from, yes, contributing writer. Yes, and whenever, as you're telling that, I want you to go ahead and announce your chapter. But before I do that, Lisa, hang tight. Dr. Paulette, what's on your mind? Do you want to share anything as you thought and you hear these ladies who you've been walking the journey with? You have the celebration of being a #1 Amazon bestseller, but multi-time. You're an award-winning author and visionary author. And this stage and where you are, you've received the presidential award, but here you're in this space and you hear these ladies share about letting go and the release of this book. What's in your heart and your spirit right now?
Yes, I just want to applaud each and every one of them. I know that I'm known to stretch. I'm known to stretch my authors, and I know that it's in them to write. And I mean, Lisa Council can attest to wanting to quit, and I get it, I really do. But one of the things that I found with these ladies is they took my suggestions and my feedback, and even me saying, "Hey, this is a rewrite." They took it, they accepted it, and they wrote the story. And the thing about when you have a coach that makes you, or I already know the word is in them to do it. And so a lot of times we just need somebody to pull it out and bring that guidance alongside of them. And this is really what they did, and I really applaud them for doing it, because being, many of them, or they may not, some of them are first time authors. And so my style of coaching can be, to a point where you got to go a little bit deeper. We got to go a little bit deeper, because what I don't want in our stories is anyone to walk away and say, "Oh, that was a great story." No, these stories they need to be transformational, and the transformation starts with us. And so I applaud them for accepting the challenge, rising to the challenge, because I knew it was always in them. And they can go back and read these stories and see and say to themselves, "Wow, I did that thing." And yeah, you did. Each and every one of you did the thing.
I love it. And it's nothing like it when you have your coach to come back and let you know how well you've done. And a good coach, they pull the best out of us. That's what they do. And so we applaud you on, again, another successful piece of writing literature, and we're so happy about it. At this time, we're going to begin our conversation. And I started off with a question to our first author, and Lisa Council, who is a contributing author in this book. And my question is what does she want the readers to experience after reading her chapter? And as she answers that question, leading into her portion of the book. Lisa, if you would once again share with our audience a little bit about yourself, and then if you can tell just a little bit about your chapter.
Thank you, Dr. Sandy. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Lisa Council, and I am a contributing author. I am co-author of 4, I believe, other books as well. I am a podcast host, and the name of my podcast is Shift, which stands for Self-Healing Ignites Flourishing Transformation. And I am also a full-time domestic violence counselor. What I desire for our readers to get out of my chapter is a metamorphosis. I desire for their lives to be changed. I desire for them to see the good in them and for them to see how God sees them. That is my desire. In my book, the chapter is The Words Within Her. And what I let go of was letting go of words of how others perceived me, whether delivery was shared through harsh and heart-wrenching and gut-wrenching words, as well as words being delivered through the faulty lens of others, as well as being delivered through someone who was going through their own pain and just put their pain onto me. And also those who may be wrestling with jealousy and envy, because oftentimes the enemy can see things in you that you cannot see in yourself, and he uses others to pull you down. As children, we're taught that sticks and stones may break our bones, but words would never hurt us. And that is far from the truth. I tell you, there was a time when words had consumed me and had taken over me. And I suffered from very low self-esteem. And it caused me to be I would sabotage my own life. I didn't think I deserved anything that was good at all. And it was through a metamorphosis and just releasing my pain over to God, and that he caused a shift within me. And I just desire for others to be able to walk away and do the work that they need to do within them, and trust in God for a metamorphosis to take place within them.
Oh wow, the metamorphosis. I love it. We could just park right there. What happens in the cocoon, what happens in that season. And you talked about the self-sabotaging, you talked about that. The letting go piece. See, you didn't give us enough, but then we want to know more. Oh my goodness, you make us hunger for more of your story. And so we're gonna let your co-authors come on and pick up. I do want Dr. Joanne, yes, to come on. But the way you're telling it, it makes us want more of this. Listen, individuals, ladies, gentlemen in the audience, you got to get the book, okay? You have to get the book, When She Finally Let Go. At this time, yes, we're going to bring on contributing author, yes, Dr. Joanne Hayes.
Okay, yes, thanks again. In my chapter, it's running on empty. And as growing up for me, was always taught that I had to be there for everyone. So in my chapter, I discussed that and how I just did everything for everyone, regardless of how I felt, even up to this day. And being accepted, that was my problem. I would say an issue I had growing up, and not having that acceptance growing up carried on into my adult life, to the point that, again, I had to be there for everyone, do everything for everyone, regardless of how I felt or what I had going on. I put me on the back burner. And once it got to the point wherein I could no longer ignore my health, and I did not realize how much of a toll it was taking on me. So when I actually finally let go, and it's in my chapter, the difference. Did not have any more guilt. It was like a burden that was lifted off of me, one that I have not gone back to get yet, you know. And in my book, there's in my chapter, there's that one particular incident that really, really did it. But again, the chapter is about really being accepted and realizing that you don't have to be there for everyone. You can say no. You can be there, but know your limits. Know that you should put you first, because if you take care of everyone else, what's left of you to take care of you? And that's basically, the gist of it. It's like you have to be there for yourself in order to take care of everyone else.
That's good. That is really, really good. Letting go. And as you mentioned, is that for your health. So you let go so that you can make room to be, you can make room to be there for you,
Mhm.
basically.
Yeah.
And was that, and let's have let's have the dialogue. Was it easy?
No.
Because this is a new normal. This is going to become a new normal for you. There's many women out there. I need you to take a moment, because there are many women who are pushing and pushing, and they're ignoring what's happening into their bodies, mentally and physically. Come on,
Mhm.
Joanne, this is now stretching you even the more. There's a message. And so
Yes.
even after we end this broadcast, someone may come across our broadcast. They listen at it late at night and listen to the replay. Here's your moment. What would you say to her? Go ahead.
I would say take the time, go to your quiet space and just breathe. I had to do that. And when I started doing it, I did not realize, it was then I realized that I was not breathing from my stomach. I was breathing from my chest. It's like halfway. And that's when I realized the stress. And I feel like if you stop, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Stop and breathe and just, it doesn't have to be all day or half the day. If you just stop for 20 minutes, you will hear it. You will realize that, wait a minute, I wake up with what I'm going to do for everyone else. I put my feet on the floor with what I'm going to do for everyone else.
Yeah.
I'm driving, what am I going to do for everyone else? But if you stop and just breathe, and then you'll realize that, okay, when am I going to make time for me? And it was not easy, because I literally had to walk away from someone that I had helped that was sick.
Mm-hmm.
But I realized that I can't carry that, because I had gotten to the point where I was literally burnt out. I really, really was. And I thank God that I recognized it so that I could stop it.
Yeah.
And if I did not recognize it, I believe sometimes you get to the point, there's no turning back.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't help yourself. But I thank God that I recognized it and I was able to help myself. And believe it or not, now it's like I'm carefree. I'm a professor by night. I've taken off several months, and it's like I work
Yeah.
one job. That's it. And
We
I don't.
need this. What you're saying, Dr. Paulette, I want to take a moment that each of the ladies, let's contribute to that, because this is what I call am I my sister's keeper? Lady Carol, am I my sister's keeper? And if we don't take a moment, I just really feel a moment of ministering here is that I just know how people do. They'll listen maybe to your page, Dr. Paulette, or they'll listen to one of the others. And we want to seize this moment, because women in the corporate world, in the entrepreneur sector, we just literally lost a very dear friend at the age of 45 years old, pushing and just ready to do for others, but not taking care of herself at all. Come on, Pastor Paulette, and you all just let's just minister to somebody right now.
Yeah, Dr. Sandy, you're absolutely correct. It's self-care, and we have to feel as though we deserve it.
Come on.
We have to feel as though we not only deserve it, but we're entitled to it. And we can run on empty, like she said, because we're giving, giving, giving. But then who gives to us? Who pours into us?
Yeah.
And so when we don't stop and set boundaries for people, events, Because see, the thing about it is, if we don't set those boundaries, other people's visions, ideas will consume our own time. And when we want to do what we want to do, we're too exhausted to do it. Yeah. So it's really saying no. It is really being okay with saying no and not having the guilt that may come with it, knowing that no, I'm doing this for me today. Mm-hmm. I'm doing this for me. And so it's really about, just really taking the time and knowing your body, knowing how much you can accept, mm-hmm. and then just really telling other people, I'm not going to do that today. And I had to share that with a sister of mine, because she was in the same boat, just taking on all of these roles in ministry and all of this. And I said, when are you going to have time for yourself?
Yeah. That's good. Any of the other ladies, I want you to chime in. I'm just going to do it popcorn style. Just open up your mic and come on and share. I'm going to take a moment. Dr. Leanne, I want you to be next with your chapter part, but I need to take a pause here. Come on.
If I can chime in a little bit, that word no, like you said, no in itself is a sentence, but with that comes a lot of guilt. But you know what? When we find ourselves explaining why we're saying no, we don't have to do that. The first time my sister, I asked for something from her, and she put her no in such a package. It was like, no, she didn't say no. She said, I'm not going to be able to do that. My eyes got big, and I said, did she just tell me no? She did. And that no was not in my vocabulary. So right. Are we our sisters' keepers? Yes, we are. And we learn from our sisters. I learned from my blood sister. Yeah, it's okay. And I don't have to explain why I said no. If you care, later on, I might be able to tell you. But my no should be enough. It's a sentence.
My no should be enough. I love it. Dr. Leanne, come on. That's good, Carol.
Carol actually took the words right out of my mouth, because I was going to say no is a whole sentence.
It's a whole sentence.
It doesn't require an introduction or a rebuttal. And I think one of the things that I had to learn just in life, period, was we schedule everything, but we never schedule ourselves. So I made a decision that I was going to put myself on my own calendar. Whether that's 2 days a week, whether that's every day, being women of faith, we know that we're supposed to sow 10% of our earnings. Well, I'm going to start. I told myself I was going to give myself 10%, and giving myself 10% of every day. That's 2 hours and 40 minutes. That's not a lot of time. But in those 2 hours and 40 minutes, that can be my moment of reflection, my moment of woosah. It could just be 2 hours and 40 minutes of me just sitting there looking at the clouds. Yeah. But it definitely is something that I think that we as women, as mothers, as caretakers, it's been indoctrinated in us to basically think that we have to carry it all. Whether it's what we saw growing up, or whether it's what we found ourselves in the midst of. We always think that we're women, we're supposed to have these superpowers, like everything's supposed to land on our shoulders, and not so. Yeah. Life is created through us, but that doesn't mean that we have to hold life.
Absolutely. That's good.
We don't have to hold everybody's life. Like,
you don't have to hold it. I know.
We carry it for 9 months, then we need to release it. So if we're going to release a baby, then we need to be able to learn how to release stuff that we yeah.
I love it. LaShawn is in, and I put your message up, but she was saying, she said no should be enough. LaShawn is saying no should definitely be enough. Lady Lisa, before we roll back in, and I believe contributing author, she may not be able to come on camera, but if you are wanting to open up I'm gonna go ahead and bring you on to the stage, and that way, if you are able to contribute in the conversation, I want you to unmute. But Lisa, you want to, as we're talking about this, how important it is for us, where we are, to speak to another woman and just share. You talked about self-sabotaging. in your chapter. So I'm going to yield. What's on your heart in this as we're having this discussion?
Thank you, Dr. Sandy. I wholeheartedly agree with each of my sisters here. But oftentimes I see us, especially as women, not saying no or setting boundaries because we're running from something that we're struggling from within. And we feel though if we give our all and if we just keep going and if we just keep running and we just keep giving our yeses to everyone else instead of ourselves, we think that we are somehow running and escaping from the very things that we need to be healing from within ourselves.
Right.
I have gotten to the point now where I'm incorporating no. As a domestic violence advocate and counselor, I spent numerous years going day after day after day. And I'm a person like everyone else here. I have such a big heart. I want the best for everyone. I want everyone to be healthy. I want everyone to be whole. But you know what? You're taking all of those things away from you if you're giving it to everyone else. I'm a mom of a wonderful 24-year-old daughter, and I've lived my life, her life, being a hands-on mom. And this year, I have given myself permission to sit back and allow God to do what he needs to do. I mean, she's such a wonderful child, but I'm like, you know what, God, you can have it. I deserve to shut my door. I deserve to sit in my bed and eat a pane of ice cream if I'd like without sharing it. I deserve not to be Uber, Lyft, and whatever else there is.
Right. I love it.
I just learned, honestly, we have to honestly say no, and we have to cut back, and we have to make ourselves healed and whole. But sometimes we misuse the words in the Bible. You know, it says that if God gave it to you, he'll give you the time. You know what? Some of us are looking for 80 hours in a 24-hour day.
Oh, yeah.
And no, we trick ourselves and we tell ourselves these things that aren't true. But no, absolutely. No is a complete sentence, and it must be practiced. And when you set those boundaries, other may not respect your boundaries, but you just keep on sticking to them. Keep sticking to them.
Wow, that's good. I know, I just know that there is going to be, or is even right now, a woman that may be watching that needed to hear what you all have poured out. And whoever you are, we take a moment just to pray for you and just to let you know is that we are our sister's keeper. We may never know who you are. We may never meet you. But if that is you, listen to us and let's take care of each other. Take care of your bodies. Take that. I love how Dr. Leanne was saying. She said is that we know that there is 24 hours in a day, and 10% of that is how many minutes? Come on, help me out. Two hours.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
Take a moment to pause. Take a moment. Close that door. Take a moment. Saying no. Setting those boundaries and learn how to say. And it may feel uncomfortable, but you got to know that there is no condemnation to them that love the Lord. And don't let the enemy rob you and try to put guilt on you. No, you're worth it. I think each of these ladies have said that tonight. So, woman of God, whoever you are, women of God, because there's many of us, but I just felt that there is someone that needed to hear this. Y'all are on Coffee Conversations with Sandy tonight podcast, and we're just talking. We're talking with the ladies who are part of this amazing book that is called When She Finally Let Go. The book is actually already released. And before our last author, who's the last author that is speaking? Is it you, Dr. Liam? Okay. All right. And so this book here, what we're going to do, I'm going to let Dr. Luann speak, and then we're going to talk about how you can get the book. Okay. We're going to talk about that and whatever else Dr. Paulette want us to pull out. And even if you're looking to be an author or you need someone to help you with your content, yes, that's the lady to reach out to. All right. So at this time, we're going to hear from a contributing author that will be sharing her portion of the book. And it is none other than Dr. Leanne Carice Hendrick. Go ahead, and I yield.
Hello. Again, my name is Dr. Leanne Cerise Hendrick. I am an author of several books, most of which have hit Amazon bestseller. I am a mother, a grandmother. I'm a business owner. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an advocate of a lot of things, and I'm just a willing servant of God. The title of my chapter is called Bag Lady. We as women know about those bags because we either carry them as handbags, or we go on these shopping sprees, or we overpack. I'm talking about myself right now. We overpack for an overnight stay. But how many know that you can carry around baggage that you shouldn't be carrying around? You can carry around baggage from your childhood, from previous relationships. You can carry around baggage that consists of, self-worth, doubt, envy. And you can carry around the bags so much that they become a part of your everyday apparel. But we also know that you can carry them so long that they become, it's almost like you can make it feel like it's normal until the weight of it is just weighing you down. And so I chose Bag Lady for one. As a founder of Beyond the Call, I am out in the communities serving our vulnerable population. And one day, sitting at a traffic light, when I was trying to decide what I wanted to name my chapter, I of course saw someone that I serve, and she was carrying all these bags, and it just reminded me of carrying around all those things that I should have released to God, but didn't release to God, that were burdening me down, that was stopping me from being all that God had intended for me to be. And if there's anything that I would want someone to get from my chapter, is to really just understand that you don't have to carry it. It's not yours to carry. God took care of that when he went to the cross for my faith believers. He carried all of our burdens to the cross, so that we don't have to sit around and feel bad and carry on the weight of our past. And one of my scriptures that I do want to share is a favorite of mine, which is Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. Let it go, ladies. Just let it go.
That's it. She just said, just let it go. Well, you have heard from a few of these. I'm going to yield, Lisa. We're going to yield. And if you're able to open up your mic, I know the camera's not on, but if you wanted to share, welcome to Coffee Conversation and Book Talks with Sandy. We can hear you if you want to unmute yourself.
Can you guys hear me?
We can.
Sorry about that. Yeah, something had happened to one of my eyes and stuff, so I had a terrible day today. But I'm here, right? So
yes.
I agree what the young lady said a few minutes ago. I agree with what she's saying, that we can carry all the baggages and we can carry all the weight, and all those little pebbles and stones that we carry is weighing us all down, as some women are carrying all of this stuff of the past. We cannot move towards the present if we don't forgive our past, where we are, and dealing with the current symptom and recognizing where we are in Christ. In Christ, he doesn't want us to carry all the weight. We're supposed to release it and give it to him. So, and in my chapter of Shattered Pieces, I talk about all the emotional weight that I used to carry. It used to weigh me down so just tremendously, and I just couldn't just bear it. Until one day I just released everything to God and I asked God to save me from all of that. Because a lot of women don't know when they're going through all the toxic relationships and everything that they face, it's overwhelming. And then they feel like they're by themselves. This is the season for all women to rise up in the season knowing that God is greater than any obstacle that we face, but see what's in front of you. You can't stay in a relationship. I was taught that you cannot stay in a relationship that is not wholesome for you. You cannot grow like that. It's not healthy. So I have to change certain things about, my lifestyle, but recognizing that God loved me for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and all those shattered pieces that shattered and everything, and I had to learn that I can regain my power in the middle of the storm. There is change, there is life. You know what I mean? In the storm, I can overcome any battle. Long as I believe in God and knowing that I have faith to overcome, I can overcome any obstacle that I face. But in that challenge, how great is that challenge and how great is your God, right? So, and then I have to see it to believe it that I can overcome. I had no education or anything. And then I just turned my life around. I believed in walking in the path what God had called me out to do, to conquer, right? So I said, I'm just going to overtake it. I had one of those pivotal moments of me losing my eyesight. What they say, a wake up call. So I had a wake up call, but I turned my whole life around. What they say, in a blink of an eye, your whole life can change overnight. And I had took those little steps, but I agree with, you know, Dr. Leanne. Is it Leanne? Is it Leanne? Yeah. And so I agree with what you're saying too about the baggages that we can carry. And I have carried them for almost 30 years of my life until I learned to take my power back and saying yes to God in every season, that I can rise, even in the darkest valleys of my life, that God was walking with me. I have never walked by myself. And then through the struggles, I still persevere. And I had to let go and I had to see it, what's in front of me. I had to learn to start loving me for who I am, accepting who you are. And, looking in the mirror, when you see the reflection in the mirror, and who do you see? There's Christ in me. So
Mm-hmm.
I see my reflection of who I am is for me to love me because God loved me no matter what
Yeah.
obstacle, whatever my past is. It doesn't condemn me to the point that I cannot get up. It didn't define me. My Father defines where I'm going, where I'm headed in life. It's up to me as that woman that he's called me, that woman of valor, the woman of excellence, to recognize what's in front of me and knowing that he's called me out to do something great, to educate and to inspire women in this
Yeah.
season. So, and that's what I decided to do. I go through my own struggles, but I recognize that I am a voice for those that are in the wilderness to rise up in every season. No matter what, we praise the Lord, no matter what's going on. We see what's in front of us, but it's a doorway for opportunity for change. And that's it. Yeah.
Right. Wow. That's powerful. You all, I wanted to put the image of this book, Dr. Paulette, and these amazing, amazing women that are on here on tonight. The voice that you were just hearing is this beautiful lady over here in this lower left corner, depends upon how you're looking at
Right.
it. But yes, and we do want to thank you. Thank you. And we pray for healing in your eye. And what powerful words. Yeah, just totally, I can tell, sold out for Jesus. Right. Thank you for coming through. And we thank you for sharing. Just hang out with us if you can. Wanted to share this, share my screen here. And this a beautiful, beautiful book cover of this book. Those of you that are tuning in, you're listening now or maybe listening to the replay. We are on with the #1 Amazon bestseller project called When She Finally Let Go. Each of these ladies have shared a snippet of the book. We're going to go ahead, and I apologize, Lady Carol. Yes, we want to hear on your chapter. But again, we're talking about this anthology that is more than an anthology. You all know that's what we have. That's our main genre, or authors, anthology book projects. And what do I say? Most of all, it's for you. Why? Because you might just be looking for a good book to read, and this is one of them. Where there are many women that are walking around with the mask on, Dr. Paulette, even yet still. We can go to the conferences. We can go to, go here, fly here, and plan this, but all broken on the inside. This is definitely a movement, a tool, a book that needs to be in a toolbox. Leaders of leaders, I encourage you, support Dr. Paulette in this. Support these authors. These authors may be doing, roundtable discussions just simply on their chapters, and women walking away healed, set free, and delivered. Why have it all in a book if it cannot have a call to action that will help you walk in your journey of you letting go? At this time, I am going to pause for the author that did not get to chance to share her chapter. Lady Carol, come on. Yes, ma'am. I'm on the back end doing some sharing too. And we do have some people that put some comments over here in the chat. LaShawn, thank you so much, LaShawn. As we were in our conversation earlier, LaShawn, I love what you said, is that give from our overflow. Create a system of health and well-being for our bodies, heart, and spirit. And here is Alicia said, it's okay for us to give and receive grace of our own lives. We give it to others. It's now received for ourselves. That's good. That's powerful. Y'all need to be making some t-shirts. Come on, Carol. See, you didn't know I had it with me, did you?
Oh, thank you, Dr. Sandy. You know what? Because Dr. Paulette has stressed us, and I almost backed out of this. I said, I don't know if I want. But now that I'm here, I'm like, let me talk. Let me get my chapter in. So, yes, my title of my chapter, again, I'm Carol Williams Hayes. It was entitled Wounds to Wisdom. And when you read, you think the title says, oh my gosh, you got beat up and drugged and this, that, and the other. But yeah, maybe so. But my chapter says, not all wounds can be visible. Some are hidden. And my wounds were hidden. It's not what happened, it's what didn't happen. The unemotional parent, the unemotional, unavailable parents at the time. Was I raised? Oh, I was raised wholeheartedly. But there's a difference between being raised and being nurtured. And that's what I talk about in my chapter. I was that child. And I said I had 4 young adults. Each one of my 4 young adults had different needs. And Carol had different needs than her other 2 siblings. And am I saying, were some of my needs met? Yes, they were. But the one of love and nurturing and knowing that I'm listened to, knowing that I'm being seen and not just a child, where they say children are to be seen and not heard. But I need you to see me and hear me. And that didn't happen for me. The biggest thing I want to wrap up when I wrote my story, there's different twists and turns about my story. We talked about the mask just now. There's a part in there saying, how does someone who's been in the military put that uniform on, has 3 master's degrees and yada, 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 and all these acronyms behind her name, show up and look like she got her stuff together? Carol was wearing a mask. I was in survival mode. So at the end of my chapter, I said this. I spent so many years trying to survive and hold on, but sometimes the most powerful transformation isn't about holding on. It's about when Carol finally let go. And the thing that I want people to get from my chapter, whether you're a woman or a man or a boy or girl, this is what I want you to leave with you. Carol's healing didn't just announce itself. Sometimes you'll find that it shows up very quietly. It didn't happen and say, boom, I'm healed, I'm here. And I had a t-shirt saying Carol is here. It's quietly. In the way it shows up now how Carol's breathe. It shows up how my blood pressure has lowered. I can now speak softly, more softer to Carol. I'm not the idiot. Oh, you're so stupid, Carol, and this, that, and the other. Now I speak softly and more kindly to myself. I stop explaining things to people who couldn't and cannot understand the things that I have been through. So that is what I want people to get from wounds to wisdom.
Yes, we're gonna. I'm here with you.
Okay.
I was on the back end. I said, okay, all right, and that was it. We're gonna. Yes, I saw Dr. Paulette applaud you and your sisters, your co-authors, and those that labored with you in this amazing project. Well, Dr. Paulette, you're hearing these stories and it's already published. I think work well done. Work well done. We applaud you. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
No, I was just going to say thank you, Sandy. Yeah, these ladies, like I said, they rose to the occasion, and I'm really proud of each and every one of them.
Yes, indeed. The book, you all, it hit in the categories of new release and conduct of life and spirituality. It also hit the #1 area of new releases in spiritual growth. And of course, bestsellers in spiritual growth, #1. Actually, #1 in the top 100. And so this, what a great accomplishment. We expect, nothing but that. Dr. Harper's name precedes her in the literary world, a woman of excellence, a woman who, will stand up for what is right, and who will make sure that if you're going to work with her, she's going to make sure that she pulls it all out. You're going to leave empty and everything is going to be on that page. At this time, I do want to hear from our visionary author tonight. Thank you for bringing the ladies on. We do have a couple of more things that we want to share. But ladies, just be ready for a round robin last question, okay? But Dr. Harper, I want to yield my mic for you, okay?
Thank you, Sandy. I appreciate you. So I do have a chapter in the book, and it's entitled "When the Weight Finally Lifted." And so in my chapter, I talk about wanting to cling to a life that I had known. I'll share this. It's just a little snippet of my chapter. Even when I was writing this, I had to think about, oh, wow, that was something that I really had to release, and not knowing it back then, but as writing it, it was really, I was getting healed from that. So I wanted to hold on to a picture perfect family, the ministry and the security of being somebody's wife. But I realized I had to let go of a marriage, the identity, and I had tied myself to being a wife and the illusion that my worth depended on someone else's decision to stay in a marriage. Most of all, I had to let go of the belief that my future was over just because one chapter of my life had ended. So it was me and having the illusion of being married, and the resistance of me wanting to start over, the resistance of me wanting to not be married anymore, and the resistance of being single after a 23-year marriage failed.
I was ready for more, Dr. Paulette. I thought you was going in, but listen, y'all got to get the book. That's what you have to do. Get the book. So we're going to pause just for a second. Where are we directing individuals to get this book?
So for those, a lot of the ladies they're selling the book themselves. Okay. And so if you are in the audience and you know these ladies here personally, please grab a autographed copy from these individual ladies. They've received their books, and they'll be glad to send you an autographed copy as well. And those of you who want to get one from me, I'm available to give you. You can get a copy from me as well. But everybody has copies of the books individually.
Yes, and I'm putting links as shortly over in. And so you all want to purchase a book from a particular author and support, and just overall support, you can be able to reach to them so that you can get your copy, because all of them. It's like, okay, tell me some more. I love it. So those of you, you're here tonight, and we are celebrating we're celebrating the accomplishments of this book. Each of the ladies have shared their contribution to this book. And if you get it for yourself or also get it for someone else, ladies, this book, and if they're going to come around and tell how you can reach them, we do that as a round table. I want these ladies like a round robin that we do this. Okay. I want them to share how you can reach out to them. Carol, I can tell already, she loves to talk. Listen, give her a microphone. I teach a course in a beta. I'm doing it. Coming into my coaching realm, Dr. Paulette. I am a certified coach, but doing podcasting. And so I'm putting together a course. And so giving you all a snippet, I tell my students, those that are taking my course, that if God gives you a mic, what will be your message to the world? Listen, I'm giving each of you a mic tonight, and you are definitely giving your message to the world. I want to take a moment and share another one of our sponsors, and then after that, we will be wrapping it up. I do want to thank our audience, those of you that are tuning in and listening. Okay. But I want to share my screen here and tell you about an upcoming event that is going to be happening in Atlanta. So if you're in the Atlanta area, I want you to come on and be a part of, yes, the Her Code Experience. The Her Code Experience, this is being presented by the Herpreneur Network International, hosted by the phenomenal Dr. Nikki Ziegler. Yes, and you all listen, it is going to be amazing. This is the business conference, and this business conference is about the Her Code. And what is the Her Code? Let's go ahead. Yeah, talk about what is the Her Code. Well, the Her Code, what it is, there they are. The Her Code is of 2026. It is your true access. Dr. Nikki Ziegler is a visibility expert. This will be taking place in Atlanta at the Atlanta Airport Marriott in March the 12th through the 15th, with lots of things that are happening. The theme this year is Harvest, Execute, and Results, March the 12th through the 15th. And as I mentioned, this is by the Herpreneur Network International. What this is not just another conference. It's an activation movement. Speakers from all over the world. We're in fact offering the opportunity or presenting, if you would like to be a speaker at this conference, there are speaking opportunities. There is the panel speaker opportunity. There is also workshop opportunities for speaking, as well as the main stage. And so I will be putting the link over. You just simply go to the website, and the website will have all of the information about the Her Code. Yes, 2026 all access. Yes. And what this Her is, it is Harvest, Execute, and Results. Harvest, Execute, and Results. We're going to be talking about code rooms. There is the Black Code Room. That's your foundational in faith. There is the silver room. Those women and those of you that are already in business, but you need structure and strategy. That silver room, is for those that are needing to execute the assignment. The gold code room is mastery and multiplication. These are your leaders. These are your CEOs and pastors that are ready to expand their reach and impact globally. Then, of course, there is the 70s. There's going to be a welcome party. The 70s. Yes, we're dressing up in 70s. The annual Pink Fire Brunch. There is the Her Fashion Show. There is also the book signing that will be taking place. The Her Awards. So lots of information. As I mentioned, the phenomenal Dr. Nikki Ziegler and the executive team of the Herpreneur Network International. Come on over. We'd love to see you in Atlanta, March the 12th through the 15th. And we will be putting this information in the chat for you. Okay. And that is our sponsor here for this evening. As I was sharing with you all, is that we're going to hear from a final words. Dr. Paulette, if there's any last words that you would like to share with us, hold tight, and I'm going to have each of the ladies to come through and just give me one thing you want. Give me one word that you would like for your reader to take away. Tell us how they can reach you, and we'll go to the next one. Lady Carol, since you was the last one, I'm start with you and work my way around, okay?
Okay. My websites and everything are in the works. My best way of reaching me is by my email, which is cmwilliamshayes, no hyphen, the number 4 at gmail.com. You can find me on Facebook under Carol Williams Hayes, and also Instagram as well. And the biggest takeaway from everything, guys, and I'm listening to my co-author story, is something from Maya Angelou. And this is what she said: I note the obvious differences between each sort and type, but we are more alike, my friends, than we are unalike. And I just want to say, we are all in this together.
Yes, we are. Lady Lisa Council, at this time I present our contributing author. What would you like for the readers to walk away? What's that one thing? And then also share how individuals can reach you.
So the one thing that I would like for our readers to walk away with is one of my favorite scriptures, and that is, God is within her. She will not fail. God will help her at break of day. And that is from Psalm chapter 46, verse 5, the New King James Version. And also just a word of encouragement, and that is, be free to be you. No one's words can define you. I sit here on this evening wearing a shade of brown. And the reason I am doing so is because it is a shade that I am now comfortable with wearing. Because of others' words, I did not like the color of my skin. And I would never wear brown. But through God's healing and a metamorphosis and shift that has taken place in my life, it has shaped me to be comfortable with who God says I am. And I just would like for each of you to support us, purchase our book, reach out to any of us. I can be reached at www.shiftinc.org, as well as on Facebook at Lisa Renee, and on Instagram as Lisa C. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And Dr. Leanne, I'm going to go to you next. Go ahead.
One of my favorite quotes that I like to use is, reach one, teach one, and uplift one. And what I mean by that is, as we have learned to evolve, as we have learned to be obedient to God, as we have become transparent with ourselves, and as we embark on our forever journey, because the journey never stops, our forever journey, as we learn, I feel that we should reach and teach the next woman how to do the same, whether that's through encouragement, whether that's through deeds or through actions. Because we always say we are our sister's keeper, but what are you doing? Are you?
Yeah. You good? Are you still with us? I'm going to bring it down just for a second. I think she froze there a little bit. Dr. Leanne, you still with us? Okay. She may be. There you go.
Oh, where did I leave off at?
I was on the other side. Anybody else can grab and pull up.
Did anybody see me?
Yeah, we saw you. And
you were frozen.
Did you hear the website part? No. Did y'all hear the quote? Y'all didn't hear the quote?
We heard the quote, but not your website.
Okay, my website is www.beyondthecalling.com. com. It's spelled just like it sounds. Or you can reach me on Facebook, Leanne Peaches Williams Hendrick.
All right. Yes, and I'm gonna get this over here. I think there you go. I'm gonna put it over in the chat. We want to make sure that you guys are getting your visibility on here. And so give me 1 second. And let me see here. Bear with me here for 1 second. So if y'all want to catch these ladies, for sure. There we go. That's good. Yes, indeed. And we'll put it over also in the chat, if you will. Okay. All right. Our last author that will be sharing is Dr. Joanne Hayes. Yes.
Yes. I would want everyone to get from my chapter from this podcast is that to remember you only have one body, and it's the temple that God gave you, and do what you can to take care of it. And one of the scriptures is First Corinthians chapter 6, 19 to 20. And just know that you are special. That's just it. You're special. And I can be reached through Facebook under Dr. Joanne Hayes, and the same for Instagram.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your share. Each of you ladies, thank you all for your share. Tonight I'm just going to bring you a little bit closer. And we have the information that's running across the bottom. Before we end our broadcast and we bring on our Dr. Paulette, I want to take a moment. Many of you that may be listening now for the first time, or those that are regulars and they listen to us, we're authors, and in this world of authorship, we get to know each other. We become family. We got to know a lot of each other, especially during COVID. And then we just continue to build our relationship. And I'm going to get through this. Tonight, we are going to share our broadcast and just commit our broadcast and dedicate our broadcast on tonight. As many of you know, that Nadia Francois has transitioned from this, what we call life here on earth. And so we know her to be a believer. And so I want to just share, someone had created this beautiful, beautiful posting of her. And she was one of my business coaches initially. And that we met through, we just connected. And in connecting, this wonderful spirited young lady. And so this was created so beautiful. You may recognize her, you may not, but this lady touched so many lives. And the one thing that I hold dear to my heart is when she would call me and say, Miss Sandy, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. But this young lady is leaving a legacy, and we just want to take a moment and just honor her for the many things. May her legacy remain strong, as the writer wrote. She will always be cherished and remembered, especially in her community. She was a salon owner. She was a publisher. She was a multi-time visionary author. She was a philanthropist. She was the head of an organization called Sistars in Baton Rouge, who gave scholarships to young girls. A group of young ladies there in Baton Rouge have made sure that young girls are getting college education out of their neighborhood. And it just speaks volumes. I cannot tell all what she has done. Y'all, we will be here all night. Do keep her sons and her family, the community of Baton Rouge, her legacy of her foundation, just all, and our healing hearts as we journey through this life, her life. So we take a moment to honor this amazing, amazing young lady. and Pastor Paulette, as I will be releasing my mic, if you will, as we end this pause, I'll let you go ahead and say your last words, and we'll be ending the broadcast. Okay.
Thank you again, Dr. Sandy, for this. So as I end this, it's a passage of scripture that we all know, or most of us know, and it comes from Isaiah 43, 18 and 19. And I think everybody here has said that this at some point in our discussion tonight. It says, forget the former things. Do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. God bless you. You can reach me, you can reach me on my website, which is pauletteharper.com. Connect with me here on Facebook as well, and also on IG.
Good. Awesome. I know Lady Lisa, and I don't want to ignore her, Pastor Paulette. I know we were about to close. Audience, I do want to thank you. Those that are on Facebook, those that are watching, thank you all for coming through. I did see you, Evangelist Tamala Coleman, great woman of God out of Atlanta. Thank you for coming through. And yes, Alice, thank you for hanging out with us. Alicia, if I'm saying that correctly, Parks Baxter, thank you for coming through. All of those that, if I failed to mention your name, I do see you over in the chat, just kind of navigating here tonight. But Lisa, I want to give you a quick moment because, again, please forgive me that I didn't see your picture, but I realized that I didn't give you an opportunity to, did you have any last words or any way, what would you like for them to walk away after reading your chapter? And of course, how individuals can reach out to you.
I took from it is the word hope, right? And there's a quote that I like. It's by Thomas S. Munson. The past is behind. Learn from it. The future is ahead. Prepare for it. The present is near. Live it. Say it, mean it, believe it, walk in it. Say it, mean it, believe it, and walk in it. I'm going to say it. I'm going to decree it. And I'm going to believe it and receive it, walk in it. And then I just want the women to know, too, all the women on the platform, I thank every one of you, my sisters on this platform, especially Paulette. She is an angel that God had put in my path. All the women on the platform, I just want to say I'm so grateful just to be a part of a family of women that is a body of Christ, you know, women of valor, of excellence, and still rising. And I'm just grateful because I have learned from my past. I want every woman to know that you can learn from your past and you can learn to rebuild again. And that's what I did. The hope that you have inside, just carry that, knowing that you can overcome the greatest obstacles, your fears that you carry within yourself. And you can reach me if you need to reach me. I'm at Lisa Richmond at meidentity336@gmail.com. So if you want to reach out to me. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Lisa. Listen, Dr. Paulette, thank you so much. Carol, it's a great meeting you. Podcaster, Lisa, listen, don't be a stranger. Come on back anytime. Each of you, Dr. Leanne, thank you, and come back. Dr. Joanne, each of you ladies, and Lady Lisa, you all are welcome to come back and share your stories. I'm so appreciative. Well, you all, we're going to end this broadcast on tonight. Listen, y'all be encouraged. Something has been said tonight that your lives will never be the same. I am Dr. Sandy Sanders. We're the host and creator of Coffee Conversation, where we host authors, anthology book projects. I'm trying to hold it together. And most of all, I say that it is for you. Why? Because you just might be looking for a good book to read. I hope that we've said something tonight that has encouraged you to let go. Let it go. Be free. Set those boundaries. Take care of yourself. Listen to your body. And have a good night. Y'all know that I love you. All right, y'all be blessed. Oh yeah, don't forget, join me Thursday afternoon. Thank you, Holy Spirit. He's so good. Listen, I'm about to have a Holy Ghost moment here right now, y'all. Listen, I will be interviewing the ladies out of the UK on Thursday afternoon. Y'all know we interviewed Coach Shirley Murphy in Africa twice a month, at least, for something that authors are coming through. But I want to share my screen really, really quick. Don't miss out. Join me on Thursday afternoon. This is what we do. I want to make sure these authors are getting their visibility. And yes, we will be with Christina Kanya out of the UK. They have an amazing book called Women Rising, The Power of Becoming. It will be at 12 o'clock noon on Thursday. It'll be 5 p.m. in the UK. All of the ladies, Shirley is out of Abuja, Nigeria. The other ladies are out of Kenya and other parts of the UK as well, in London. So God has opened major doors. Thank you to all of our sponsors of Book Talks with Sandy, Coffee Conversation. If you would like to sponsor our show, just reach out to me. Y'all know how you do it. All right, listen, we're going to head on out of here now, okay? All right, listen, stay with me in the audience. And as always, you guys know that I truly do love you. Thank you so much for coming through. We praise and thank you. All right, we're heading on out, y'all. This is it. We're going to be heading on out, okay? All right, y'all take care. Welcome to Coffee Conversations with Sandy and Friends, a weekly talking segment with invited guests, best-selling authors, international speakers, coaches, and business leaders. A collective conversation